Starting soon. Starting very soon. I apologize. Minecraft is a surprising thing. It's not the start that we were hoping for, but essentially we're here, and that's what counts the most. Welcome to the Capture the Flag game between Al-Bayan Bilingual School on the right side and Hong Kong International School on the blue side. Finally, we're ready to start. Apologies for the delay. It just sometimes happens. We get caught off guard by Minecraft Education Edition and its connectivity. So hopefully everything works okay. I'm checking the live stream. Live stream seems to be working fine. Oh, okay. So let's get into that. So hopefully we won't get any more technical problems, technical glitches, and we'll be able to enjoy the game between these two teams. Hong Kong International School on the blue side right here, and Al-Bayan Bilingual School from Kuwait on the red side right there. This is, I think, the first time both teams are facing off each other. They've played this game before, but they've never played each other. Okay, so what we see in front of us is the very offensive play by Hong Kong International School. We can see both players, actually two players from the blue team, are starting to build holes in the wall, and then the flag is going to be captured by the blue player now. The blue team captures the flag, and then the flag is returned momentarily. So the integrity of the walls have been jeopardized. The BBS team now has two openings in their walls, so we'll see whether or not they're able to fix that. In the meantime, we can see player 7 is carrying the flag of the BBS team. They're trying to make their way back home. It looks like they will be able to go back if the doors are open in time. The doors are open. Good timing, and the doors are closed just a second before the player is in and the flag is returned. Good play by the BBS team to return the flag back to their base. So this game is part of the larger international tournament. This is match number 2, which you can see in the top left corner between BBS and Hong Kong. The team that wins today's match, this is a best of 3, so a team that wins 2 games today will advance to match number 5 versus one of the schools from United Arab Emirates. All right, let's get back into the gameplay. No points have been scored so far. I'm just checking the lobby, making sure that we have enough players. Looks like Hong Kong international team has 2 sub players right here, whereas BBS is playing without any substitute players. So I can count 1, 2 players. So we can see 5 players on each side. I'm just making sure that BBS is not missing 1 player. I saw 1 player disconnecting. So I'm just making sure with their team captain that they have enough players. All right, no flags have been captured so far. Both teams are attempt to get to the base of the opposing team. Our Hong Kong International School were able to capture the flag, but then the flag was returned by the red team, by the BBS team. Yeah, I just learned that BBS team has now 4 players. They're down to 4 players because one of the players has technical issue with the internet at home and they're trying to reconnect. So BBS is now playing with 4 players. They don't have a substitute, so they need to somehow make do and maybe stall the game for a little while until their 5th player is back. Interesting strategy on the Hong Kong International School here. We've never seen that before. It looks like they've positioned 1 player on top of the tower, an archer. A little fortification went up as well, and then this player 4, now has the high ground to try to snipe down players from the top. Very good position here. We've never seen that before. He missed a couple of shots now. He is abandoned his position because a player 23 was spotted. Player 23 from BBS is making a move 1 versus 4 players. He's now arrowed down by 2 players in front, and there's 1 player at the back. Player 23 is taking a lot of damage. He nevertheless continues to PvP our 2 players from the blue team. All the attention is drawn to player 23. A sword fight is taking place on the balcony. 1 player is taken down, so this is 1 frag for player 23 with 10 minutes remaining. I see Tariq is back. This is BBS, so BBS now has 5 players, so they're back to 5. So the game continues with okay, I think the player has been taken down. Good attempt though. I like how Hong Kong International School played their defense. 9 of the teams have reinforced their flags. I see both flags are relatively exposed. This is the base of the BBS crew, and that's the price they need to pay for not reinforcing their flag. Player 23 from the Hong Kong International School captures the flag. He's taking down. Now he's facing 3 players from BBS, and he's likely to go down as well. Now the flag is returned. Good job for our BBS crew to defend their flag. Let's sneak into the Hong Kong International School. Again, no reinforcement have been made so far. It's just an open base at this moment. No fortifications have been made. I see a player 20. One of the players has a crossbow, probably gotten from a Pillager earlier, and this player is probably going to go up to their reinforcement booth here. A nice strategy. We've never seen that before, so I wonder if this will gonna pay off and give them an advantage in this match. Well, in the meantime, a BBS crew has attempted to protect their flag so that the Hong Kong team will not just sneak in and capture the flag easily. We can see Suleiman is building up cobblestone. They have spiderweb defense at the bottom, so it looks like a solid defense. I'm not sure how they are going to get in, but apparently they have a plan in mind. 1 player is trying to sneak in, and he is immediately faced with 2 players, Suleiman and Baha. For the record, Suleiman and Baha are probably the longest players. Does it make sense? No. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is those 2 players have been with the capture the flag from the moment of its inception, which is about 2 years now. So they've played this game for the longest time, just for the record. All right, so I still don't see any fortification on the Hong Kong side. on the Hong Kong International School. Still, the flag is relatively exposed, which does not seem to give any advantage to the BBS team. They still didn't attempt to capture the flag still. Nothing much is happening. Both teams are just gauging each other. Some attempts, actually lots of attempts are made from the Hong Kong International School to get to the base. We've seen some of the openings in the wall, but then BBS crew is playing relatively well on the defense side. In the meantime, we can see one player attempting to get to the Pillager outpost. This is student 10 from the Hong Kong International team. They're trying to get down. Vindicator is taken down. I've never seen that before, where you just spam bow and then the Vindicator is taken down. So a player will need to face another Pillager here. I'm not sure how much health they have, but hopefully they have enough to take down the Pillager as well. And now the attempt is made. The Pillager seems to be oblivious of the fact that student 10 is here. 2 arrows hit student 10. He must be on low health now, but he's able to shot down the Pillager. Now the Pillager is down, and he will need to face another Vindicator and Pillager on the 3rd floor. And this is where most of the players actually fall down, because it's relatively close space. And yeah, the player 10 has been taken down by the Vindicator. Nevertheless, good attempt. Good attempt. The ground floor has been cleared. The 1st floor has been cleared as well. And now there are only two floors are remaining. And we'd also see that one of the players, actually, we've never seen that strategy either. So we can see how this player at the top tower is now clearing the top floor of the Pillager's outpost. Really good play by the blue team. Good job for them, taking advantage of the fact that the tower of their base is in the close proximity to the Pillager outpost. And so they're able to snipe down the poor Pillagers who are not able to respond. And you can see just the amount of arrows in the Pillager outpost. This is just ridiculous how many times he's been shot and is still standing their ground. Good job for the Pillager as well. So I can see a question: will this map be available to download? Yes, there's a video on my channel called Capture the Flag 5 vs 5 free download, and the link to download the map will be there as well, with all the instructions how to run the map, how to do everything. Just search my channel is one of the latest video clips on the channel. All right, we have 5 minutes remaining, and none of the points have been scored yet, which makes this game relatively easy for any team to win. All they need to do is basically capture one flag and then just defend and then win the round. I remind you that this is a best of 3 series, meaning that a team will need to win 2 matches or 2 maps to win or to be counted as winner in this game today. All right, so in the meantime, while we were focusing on the Pillager outpost, Hong Kong International School are able to capture the flag, but now they need to make their way out, which is going to be relatively hard. Tariq is a little bit off. Player 1, capture that Tariq is going down, and player 1 is still there. He's still sneaking down, but very soon I think players will recognize, all right, a good play by him. He's able to dig his way a little bit into the wall, so he won't be able to snipe down from the towers, but nevertheless, student 23 returned the flag. There's still one of the blue players right here, and Baha is going in to PvP 1. Student 23 got caught off guard by Baha. Baha now has what looks like a stone sword, or maybe an iron sword even. Another attempt by the blue team is and I've seen the pickaxe. The pickaxe was in the hands of the Hong Kong team. So they're trying maybe to make some openings here. BBS has been really skillful in covering the openings here. So they've been able to mend the wall with wood and wool. Wood and wool. All right. Okay, so the Pillager has been taken down eventually on the top floor, and student 4 is back to get to the top. Unfortunately, cannot build in the close proximity to the Pillager's outpost. The area is kind of protected, so I wonder what player 4 has in mind, whether or not he will be able to get up. Now we can see Baha and Suleiman are now leading the siege. Actually, these are 3 players. Baha is on the right side. One of the Hong Kong players is actually, I'm sorry, Suleiman is taken down by student 1, and Baha is setting the base on fire. It's not illegal. Many teams have done it in the past, and so Baha is trying to clear the way by setting it on fire. So what's going to happen after that, we are not really sure. Student 1 is actually trying to put out the fire, and he is quite successful. Like, look at that. He caught fire as well, but he was able to stop the spread of the fire for some point, but the fire is still spreading. Baha is taking down. It's a good attempt from Baha. He was able to actually clear the balcony here, clearing the way for their team to make a more successful way or path. So Suleiman is trying to take advantage, but he caught fire from the fire that Baha set down. And now student 23 now is trying to help out student 10, student 23, both fight. Student 23 is able to take down. Now he's trying to get over the fire. He catches fire, but nevertheless he almost able to get to the flag, but now he got too much damage. Now the whole base is now on fire, and ironically, this is exactly how BBS team lost to Anglo-American School of Moscow about 3 weeks ago. But now they're trying to use this strategy against their opponents. Now, very smart play. This is an evidence how other teams can learn from others and then use the strategies to just eliminate the base. And look how quickly the base is just melting down. This is just 1 minute remaining, and BBS, if they're quick enough, they can see that the entire team is now just basically distracted by this fire. The wooden house is on fire, which gives them an advantage. So they have 1 minute to capture the flag. Suleiman is now trying to take down student 5. Student 5 is taken down. Student 7 is now taken down as well. Grab the flag. The flag is captured, and now the red team needs to be extremely quick to get the flag base. Student 23 is now carrying the flag. They have about, 30 seconds, maybe even less than that. Student 23 is carrying the flag. We can see blue particles. He is chased down by student 1. Student 23 is taking damage. The door is closed, and Tarek steps down rather than open the door. Student 23 is now have to take the detour around the map. 10, it is 9, 8, 7, 6. The match is going to end with a draw, and additional time will be given. Now, 5 minutes of additional time is given to their teams. There was a good attempt by BBS crew. If only the door was open before, this would given enough time for the BBS crew to capture the flag and then win the round. The round, however, was not ended. It's 5 minutes of additional time, and the first flag will win the game. So I'll repeat one more time. The first flag that is captured will win the game. I'll also make an announcement to everybody. So whoever scores the point will win the game. It's 5 minutes, and we can see that the base is nearly destroyed. The red team is able to capture the flag, and student 23 one more time is carrying the flag. 4 minutes remaining. Blue team captures the flag as well. So now both teams are carrying the flag of each other. I wonder what the blue team has in mind. They are carrying the flag, but I think the BBS is going to score the point. Student 23 is here, and unless he is going to score a point, and this is the red team, and this is a win for BBS. Almost. I can see that the Hong Kong International School is carrying the flag. Actually, they just lost the flag. So this is BBS 1 in additional time. This is 1-0 first game. So this is BBS 1 to Hong Kong International School 0. This is game 1. We're going to take a short break and then continue with the game 2. Stay with us, 5-minute break, and then we'll continue. Oh, what a game.
별이리로 짓고 있어. Keep it in a sheets with us. When we make it rain in our bedroom, bedroom. When we make it rain in our bedroom, bedroom. When we make it rain in our bedroom, bedroom. When we make it rain in our bedroom, bedroom.
Game 2 is here. Minecraft Education Edition has been extremely unhelpful today. All right, we have 5 players on either side, I think. Now we're still missing 1 player on the blue side. Okay. I just learned that BBS team will have 4 players this time. So Hong Kong International School has a very good advantage this game. Oh, there's a little glitch here. For some reason the chest has spawned before even anyone captured Pillager's outpost. All right, game 2 is here with BBS team missing 1 player. So this is 4 versus 5, which is a little bit unfortunate, but these things happen. That's why some teams do have substitute players in case the connection didn't work out. Anyways, BBS just 1 victory short of winning this match. They're also short of 1 player, so I'm not sure how it's gonna affect their team. I'm not sure even who is missing. Looks like I'm not even sure who is missing. Yeah, but yeah, it's much harder, as you can imagine, to play with 4 players. So I wonder what is going on here. Student 4 is just building all the way up, and there will shut down those Pillager and Vindicator, who are very helpless. Look at these 2 guys. There's very little they can do. Good job for Student 4. Some arrows going down. Yeah, the top floor is cleared. Awesome. And now, oh wow, good job, good movement. I didn't know you can do that, but look at this. I like that a lot. good strategy. The pillar went up, and then student 4 will just clear the 3rd floor, which is going to be a little bit problematic because can you get a right angle? I don't think you can. I don't think you get the proper angle from here. But I like that. Listen, good job for Hong Kong International School. Every game I'm surprised by some of the strategies. Last game, we had one team craft buttons and they will just place them here to open the door from the other side. That was genius. But I've never seen that happening before. And as you can see, you cannot actually build here. If you try to build, you won't be able to. So this is the closest you can build. And then you can jump. And I like how they jumped from the roof to the top floor. So student 4 is clearing the, it looks like, yeah, the Vindicator is down. So there's just one Pillager. And Pillagers are much less powerful than Vindicators. And the Pillager is down. Well, that's the hardest floor. The 3rd floor is normally the hardest to clear. And student 4 single-handedly was able to clear it up. Now, just one Pillager here. So I wonder what's going to happen. I'm just drawn to this action here. Really, I'm sorry. I don't cover anything apart from that. I forgot to mention that that why I'm doing this live stream in the first place. My name is Evgeny, and I help organize the International Minecraft Education Esports League. That's why I'm covering this in case you were wondering. So the Pillager just went upstairs and say, who is here? Who is slotting my friends? And student 23 from the BBS. I'm not sure if he's up to the task to just take down the remaining 2 or 3 Pillagers. So let's sneak and see what's coming up, what's going on both bases. This is we switch sides. So this is Hong Kong International School. That's what their defense looks like. It appears they've learned from the past game that their defense will pay a long way. We can see a window has been blocked here. An entrance has been blocked here, and it's well protected out, I should say. You can still get from the bottom, we've seen teams going all the way here. So this is still a viable path. But apart from that, I like how they use some of the cobblestone and spiderweb to reinforce the right flank of their base. Is this well done for them? So far, it doesn't seem that BBS team is missing one player because none of the flags have been captured. They are well coordinated. They have actually 4 players just playing defense really, really hard. I mean, it's really hard to play once you have 4 players, even if you send 2 of the players to attack. So I cannot really imagine how you can do that. In the meantime, student 23 caught sight of this little tower, but decided to withdraw from Pillager Outpost. Little they know that the Pillager Outpost has now only, I think it's only one Vindicator, really. It's somewhere here. It's hiding on this floor. This one. Yeah, there's not just one Vindicator, really, remaining in the Pillager Outpost. And then whoever gets that will be rewarded with some loot here. And maybe that's the chance for the BBS team. Because if they take the Pillager Outpost down, they can be rewarded with some really, really good loot, which can compensate for one player being missing. So I wonder if they are able to see and recognize that and take it down. All right, let's get back. Sorry for that pause. Both teams are, like you can see how both teams have learned already, even in this game. 3 players from BBS team decide to lead the attack. Baja is taken down with a skillful shot by student 10. And now student 23 is getting hits. We can see one of the BBS players is trying to get from the back. In case you were wondering who's flying around here, this is Miss Fatma, and she's an esports coach of the BBS. She doesn't know I'm following her, so I'm in invisibility mode. But that's an esports coach for the Al-Bayan Bilingual School. Hello, Fatma. Hopefully you're watching the stream and you can get my hi. Anyways, so let's get back to the action. The red team is now leading the attack on the right side. 2 players are trying to siege, and we actually see one player who is going to capture the flag. Red team captures the flag. They're trying to get up, but now they stop, and not sure what is happening here. Blue team recognizes that their flag has been stolen, and Baja and Student 23 are trying to take this player down. One player, well, Baja is going down. Student 23 is trying to, and he gets stuck in the spider web. Student 23 realizes he's got a chance, but no. It's really hard to compete 2 versus 1. I've seen maybe a couple of examples, a couple of times when one player is able to take down 2, but this is very rare. You need to have maybe an iron sword or stone sword. Okay, the base is set up on fire once again. Hong Kong International School base is on fire, and as you can see, this becomes an impediment, because what normally happens, players, when they spawn on this tower, they jump on the roof and then they disperse from there. But with the base gone, you either need to spend some time and go down the ladders, or you jump and then you lose some health. So the base is on fire. This is a wonderful chance for BBS to capture the flag, because all the attention is basically drawn away for the Hong Kong International School. Again, I'm going to repeat, this is not an illegal strategy. High five, I can see you in the chat now. This is not an illegal strategy. Teams can craft, not fire, but whatever they use to set the base on fire. And this is becoming, what I am able to see, this is becoming a frequent strategy now employed by Anglo-American School of Moscow and Al-Bayan Bilingual School as well. Suleiman from the BBS team is now trying to take on Student 10. A PvP is happening. Suleiman is able to take the player down. Now we can see Student 5 is an archer from the top. He's catching on fire now. He's losing health. Whether or not he's able to get to Suleiman. Suleiman is just so easily takes down Student 1, because Student 1 has been losing health through fire. Now Bach and Suleiman are now trying to make their way through the ruins of the base. They skillfully evade the fire. Now we can see Suleiman is carrying the flag. The red particles signifies that he's carrying the red flag. His movement is flawless. He's able to jump over the cow while he's making his way back. And this is going to be the first point for Al-Bayan Bilingual School. Apologies, I need to take this call. Okay, sorry about that. That was an important phone call. All right, what did I miss? I think nothing. The base is still burning down. The flag's been rescued, been returned, captured and returned. The base is still on fire. And this is, if someone is watching us from another team, from the other teams that are playing, there has to be a way to counter that, because this is a really OP strategy where you burn down the base and then it's really hard. The movement is really hard once you spawn in this tower. I don't really know. I mean, you have to jump somehow, like maybe here, but then I mean, it's really hard. It becomes a headache to get down from the spawn point. So whether or not teams will be storing buckets of water to put out fire in the future, I don't know. But this is we saw how Anglo-American School of Moscow was able to use this strategy versus the BBS team and win. And now we can see how BBS using the same strategy very successfully. This is the second game and they're down one player. I remind you that BBS still has 4 players. There's 1 player here and then there are 3 players here. So they're 1 player down, but there are 2 scores up. And with only, well, maybe 9 minutes remaining, they have a very good chance of winning this game. And this is going to be the second game, meaning that they will advance to the into the bracket. Let me just show the bracket one more time. Right, so you can see this is the game in the top left corner We can see BBS and Hong Kong. Whoever wins this game will advance to the semifinals. So BBS has a really good chance of winning this game and proceeding to the semifinals, even though they're one player down. I mean, this is, I think it's unheard of where a team would lose one player and then win the game. So good job for them. Good job, guys. I'm really happy for BBS to be able not to give up and be able to proceed and actually so far leading the game. Okay, in the meantime, we can see a little bit of an interest in the Pillager outpost. Student 23 got sight of, so let's try to follow them. I will try to follow them. Student 23 is PvP, and the Pillager outpost is defeated. So I'm gonna use, I'm just gonna sneak upstairs and see what is happening there. What's the loot? Oh, look at this green, look at those green particles. So let's quickly see before the players get here. And this is what happens when you take down Pillager outpost. This is what you get. It's an iron sword, golden helmet, golden apple, potion of swiftness, and then iron. Basically, there's enough materials to craft another iron sword and a golden sword on top of the golden helmet. This is a huge thing for the BBS team. If only a player, I'm not sure they realize that the Pillager outpost has been defeated, because no one is here. No one is capturing this important. Oh, because, oh, that's why. I totally missed the action. Because Hong Kong International School captured the flag. Student 4 is carrying one flag, but the flag has been returned by Student 23, by BBS team. Very skillful execution. I entirely missed the action, but it's a good follow-up for the BBS team. Then the chest is still there, up for grabs, and it will be there until the time the Pillager outpost respawn, which will take place. I don't think it's going to take place because we don't have enough time in this game. BBS team surprisingly harassing the trader for no reason, and now they have Suleiman riding a pony. Okay, with very little time remaining, the Hong Kong team has one player as a substitute. Player 10 is in the substitute bench, and then BBS crew is basically just chilling down in the middle of the map. They understand that they're 3 points down, 3 points up, and we can see the remainder of fires that I think contributed to the BBS team victory. Even without this chance at the beginning of the game, and okay, we can see this very delicious and good-looking loot is just lying down as a free-for-all. Whoever wants to grab it will be able to take it. And now we have the countdown, and this is going to be a victory for the Al-Bayan Bilingual School. Good job, guys. This is 3-0, and this is a blue team victory. And this is a round of applause for the BBS. Good job, guys. You won 4-5. This is a little celebration for you. Well done. Good job. This is the victory for the BBS. GG. Well done. We can see a little celebration here for the blue team. We had, I'm not sure, but I know Tarek is there. I see Suleiman, I can see Bahad. I'm not sure what Student 23 is. If you're watching us live, let us know if you are Student 23. But that was the game between the Al-Bayan Bilingual School and Hong Kong International School. BBS won the first game, and now they won the second game. Despite all the technical problems, as usual, we're able to pull it off. And thank you for watching us. Watching the live stream. We will continue today. There will be another game today between Agile Squad and then Lucy LF and Y from New York. So there'll be another game happening today. Anyways, I want to talk to the BBS team. I want to jump on their Discord and chat about their amazing victory. I think it's fair to say that. So we're gonna stop hosting here, jump to the lobby, and talk to the BBS team. I'm just going to ask their captain if I can chat with them. Okay. Good, so I have okay from the BBS team. All right, so let's jump into the BBS crew Discord and see what they have to say. Hello, BBS team. How are you doing?
We're doing good, Mr.
Hello, now I can see your name. Hello, Tariq and Baha. I recognize the names. Jassim, Suleiman, Miss Fatma. Hello as well. Well, first of all, congratulations. This is awesome. This is really great. You've been able to play 4 versus 5 and still win the game. Good job to you guys. So, can you talk a little bit about how you were able to pull it off, playing 4 versus 5, and then winning both games?
Okay, so we don't want to. Oh yeah.
Our strategy was mostly mind games. The first thing we did was try to set their base on fire, and that. Although that didn't do much to their base, except give us a innings, it mostly just made them panic. But other than that, we had a lot of teamwork, and we worked with each other properly, and that's just the only way we could win.
Thank you, Baha. And great. So, Suleiman, I think you were saying something as well.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what I was talking about is a lot of it just has to do with brute strength. Just go in, kill everybody, and get the flag. That was like a big part. Like in the beginning, we were playing pretty defensive, and we didn't get any points. As soon as we felt like comfortable with our defense, I started rushing, and I was able to take down their flag.
Okay, right. And so I was just, while I was streaming, I was constantly reminding the audience that it was the exact strategy that Anglo-American School of Moscow used against you. And now you were able to use that against another team. How wonderful was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
We need to utilize the meta,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, this is becoming a new meta of the game now. Now that both teams are using that, I'm just curious what will be the counterplay to that. So I'm just looking at the tournament bracket now, and I wonder. So we have 4 teams on the other side of the bracket. We have a team from Germany, then Anglo-American School of Moscow, USA, and Agile. Have you played with any of those teams before, apart from Anglo-American School of Moscow?
Did we play with the New York team? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Actually, yes, you did.
Yeah, I think that.
Okay. Yeah. Wonderful. Okay. So I just want to wish you good luck in your next games. Looks like you are going to advance to the semifinals and play versus one of the schools in the United Arab Emirates. There are 2 schools that are competing. There's one school in Anglo-American School of Abu Dhabi, and then Victoria School of Sharjah. So whoever wins in their game will proceed to the semifinals, and this is essentially the team that you'll be facing off in semifinals, and then you'll be able to play against one of the team on the other side of the bracket.
Mister, I have a comment.
Yes.
Mister, you spelled Kuwait wrong in the bracket.
Sorry?
You spelled Kuwait wrong in the tournament bracket.
All right. Thank you and I'll correct that right now. Yeah.
Mr.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll correct it right now.
Mr. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Who won the UAE versus UAE?
Well, this game didn't happen yet, and to be honest with you, I even have a hunch that it might not happen. So this will give you a free ticket to the finals, really. So if this game happens, but it's still TBA, means to be determined or to be announced. So we still haven't scheduled this game. But I'll tell you that the what's wrong with me? The International School the American International School of Abu Dhabi won the spring tournament. They got the first place. So whether or not they will be playing this year, I haven't heard from their team yet, but they have a very strong team. So it's going to be interesting for both scenarios. If they are playing, that this will be an interesting match for you to play the current champions. If they're not here, then you're lucky and you just advance to the finals, and then you play versus one of the teams from the right-hand side of the bracket. All right. So, Ms. Fatma, do you have any comments as their coach? Do you have any comments on the current game and the status of your team? Are you happy with the performance of your team? Do you have any comments for us?
I have a couple of comments. One, I'm very happy with the teamwork that I saw today. We did use a strategy that very much worked against us last time. So with the Anglo-American school setting the other base on fire, that was the strategy. It really requires teamwork. And I'm very happy to have witnessed that today with all of you guys. And we're looking forward to the next match.
Wonderful. Thank you, Ms. Fatma and students. Thank you so much for arranging this match. I know it's a huge time commitment on both sides, on the coach side, on our team. I know it's your weekend as well. So it's a huge investment of time and effort to organize those events. And I'm always so happy that we are able to pull it off and create those experiences. Okay, thank you very much. I'll leave your Discord and see if I can join Hong Kong team and chat with them. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next game.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Mr.
Okay, so it looks like the Hong Kong International School team left their Discord already, so we won't be able to chat with them, unfortunately. I'm just confirming one more time that this is still the case. It would be interesting to hear from them, but yeah, they left. So anyways, then this would be it for today. We'll chat with BBS team and then Hong Kong. Thank you very much. Tom, hopefully you can still, Mr. Tom, the coach of the Hong Kong international teams, hopefully you can still hear me. But anyways, I would like to say thank you to all teams, all coaches, all who was watching us today. That was wonderful. We now have just one more game happening today, which is in the top bottom corner between the LFNY USN Agile XPS, also from the United States of America, happening today, November 20. It's going to be November 21st for some of us watching on the east, so in Europe and Middle East. So there's going to be a live stream on my channel as well, but there's another game happening today, and then we will have the continuation of match 1 between Frankfurt International School and Anglo-American School of Moscow on Monday as well. Thank you all. That was a lot of fun. We will stop the live stream now. Yeah, I'll stop the live stream now, and I'll see you in future live streams and in future Minecraft education esports events. Until next time.